Seth Meyers, how he will address Hollywood sexual misconduct at Golden Globes 2018 host, exclusive. There will be a big elephant in the room at this year's Golden Globes on Sunday, and Seth Meyers plans to address it. The late-night host, who will be leading the 2018 awards ceremony, spoke to ET's Carly Steele at the Golden Globe Awards preview day in Los Angeles on Thursday, where he offered insight into his plans to balance the usual honoring exceptional film and television with the poignant conversation happening in Hollywood and across the nation with regard to sexual harassment and misconduct. "We're just having a constant discussion about it," the 44-year-old TV host reveals, adding, "Luckily, we have a show every night that approaches that," referencing the often political nature of his late-night show, especially since Donald Trump became president. The show tries to talk about the news, tries to also make jokes about it while understanding the things we're talking about aren't always funny, so it'll be a balance in trying to get the tone right, he says. "Also, we will be trying to remember that even though it was a really difficult year, people did great work," Meyers explains. "Through that difficulty, you want to make sure that you also celebrate that as well." A major resource for how Meyers plans to host in the current political climate, his wife, human rights attorney Alexi Ashe. "My wife is an incredible woman," he shares. "My wife works a lot with victims of sexual violence, so I'm in a unique position to talk to somebody about everything that's happened this year, and hopefully, that will help us get the tone right." On a lighter note, Meyers, who has hosted an awards show before, the 2014 Emmys, did reveal one thing he would not subject the Globe's audience to: a song and dance number. "I can promise no musical numbers, and that is my gift to America, and the world," he vows, joking, "There is no country in which my singing is considered good, and so that will not be happening." That makes sense, and in many ways, Meyers is more well-suited to pull off a night like Sunday than some of the great previous Globes hosts would be in a similar circumstance. The comedian is notably less performative than many of his fellow late-night hosts, focusing more on joke writing and delivery, even making the conscious decision to deliver his monologue, a staple of both awards shows and late night, while seated at his desk, rather than standing at attention to the audience. Recently, Ellen DeGeneres, who hosted the 2014 Oscars, treated Meyers to awards show hosting boot camp on her show, to hilarious results. Meanwhile, also at the pre-Globes event was former three-time Golden Globes host Tina Fey, who spoke highly of how her former Saturday Night Live colleague would handle the serious issues. "People are going to want to hear about that from him," she insists. "He knows the room and knows the gig. He's a really smart and thoughtful person, so he'll figure it out." Meyers shared that he'd actually been around for much of his hosting stints, along with co-host Amy Poehler, which has been valuable in helping him prepare for Sunday. "I was lucky enough to be around when Amy and Tina hosted in the weeks leading up to this," he says. "Obviously they are really vital, important voices to talk to. and bounce ideas off of as far as trying to get the tone right on a year like this. I couldn't ask for two better friends. Meyers also revealed to ET some other aspects of the evening he is looking forward to, including a very safe choice for who would probably give the best speech. "I don't want to try and pick winners, but I guess Oprah," he says. "She would be powerful reading the phone book, so I assume it'll be bigger than that, better than that." But what Meyers is most looking forward to, understandably, is when he gets to kick back and relax after the whole thing is over. "As with everything I do, desperately looking forward to it being over," he says with a laugh. The 75th Golden Globe Awards will air live on Sunday, January 7, 2018, from the Beverly Hilton in Los Angeles, on NBC at 5 p.m. EST. Moet and Chandon is the official champagne sponsor of the event.